I think there's a real need for postdocs to have access to relevant external information sources about career options. Many academics are unaware of the breadth of industries and the diversity of job roles that they could tap into, and Prosper can specifically help not only by providing good quality information, but also by working with its industry network and external stakeholders. The pilot cohort offers a perfect opportunity to stop thinking about your research for a few minutes and start trying to really understand yourself, your motivations and talents with your career coach. If you decide that continuing in academia is the right match for you, then that's great. But maybe you're going to discover a whole new world of opportunities where you can make a real difference right now. And through the network support, you can go out and find them. The network support also offers fantastic and potentially lifelong benefit through all the connections that you're going to make among other postdocs, as well as with external industries.
Talk to people outside of academia. Think about the things that make you happy. Don't focus on where you are at the moment, but think about what would make you happy long term, because I think it's sometimes difficult if you become too focused on, does this job description speak to my skills? Well, actually, it's would working within this sector, is having a job that applies what I do within this sector. Those seem to be more the right questions than can I do this?
I learn new things every time. So I get the privilege of sitting down and listening to entrepreneurs talk about new concepts, new products, new markets, and new opportunities.
So I think one of the things that postdocs don't appreciate is the amount of stuff that they do that is relevant to industry, right? So they plan their research, you know, they've all planned a PhD and written up their thesis. They've worked with other researchers. And I think really the idea of making them aware of what they have done and how those skills, some people call them the softer skills, are transferable into industry is very important.
And it took me quite a while to realise that doing something else beyond academia wasn't necessarily a failure. It was just something different. And I feel like once I'm out of that bubble, as it were, as well, it opens up a lot of other opportunities.
The impressions I had of employment options, I had the wrong impression that those options, I thought they were very, very limited, and that I was really, I'd done a PhD in Shakespeare. What relevance is that to anybody beyond that little clique of Shakespeare people? When actually I think, oh, thank God I did that, because it's given me all sorts of perspectives that part of the fibres of my being, and influenced my approach to everything I do. Being able to apply that thinking and that way of doing things to anything, and that's the misconception I had, was that that I wouldn't be that wasn't a real thing. That it's just all people talk about transferable, but it doesn't really matter. When actually I'm living proof now that things do transfer, and that is the case.